After high school, I was supposed to come straight to college. Instead, obviously, I can't sit by myself, can't go to the bathroom, can't do anything. So I took, initially I was supposed to take just a year off. It ended up being 2.5 years because I had so many medical complications that that was not the end of it. Like the accident itself was not the end of it. It just, like something goes wrong with your body and it's like a dominoes effect.
Shuts everything else.
And it's just everything starts, you know, all kinds of problems and symptoms that are related to it just kind of kick in. So I ended up taking 2.5 years off.
Well, was there any time during that you sat and really just thought about situations you were in? Were able to
Not at
think
first.
about anything?
Not at first.
How long would you say?
I don't think it was denial. I knew I was in a wheelchair, and that was an actual point where I hadn't seen myself in the mirror for weeks. I didn't, like the little mirror maybe, but I didn't see myself.
Purposely, you didn't want to go near it, or?
No, I just you know, I was in bed all the time. I was sick, and there was a point where I was in my wheelchair and I was wheeling, and I caught a glimpse of myself in the glass, like the glass reflection. And it just fucking hit me, you know? It's like it's one thing to know what you're in, but it's another thing. And it took me so long for my brain to adjust to the fact that I was in a wheelchair. Like, you know you're in it, but when you see yourself in a picture or in the reflection, you're like, whoa. It's just like it's a surprise all over again. Somebody explicitly said, like, oh, give it a couple of months. Other people's kind of insinuated that it was going to be a recovery process. Nobody flat out said, listen, you're going to have problems for the rest of your life.
Which is exactly what is happening.
Yeah, nobody said that. It took me the first 2 years. I didn't know, like, I didn't. Sometimes I feel like a burden. Not an emotional burden, I think just a physical burden. It took me the longest time to go out with anybody to a function outside of school because I was always worried that, oh, I'm so slow, I'm going to slow them down, or they might feel sorry for me, or they, you know, treat me with kid gloves, or something like that. So, yeah, I would kind of avoid going out. And it sometimes also, the other side of the point is that it also bothered me that people that I spoke to inside of school kind of never invited me to go to something outside of school. And I wondered if it was just because they weren't doing anything, or if it was because they thought that I couldn't handle it.
Do you compare yourself to other young 20-something women?
Oh my God, that's a really good question. Sometimes I look at people jealously.
Yeah.
I look at women, and sometimes, like, we were talking about the clothes earlier, and sometimes I look at something and I'm like, oh, I wish I could wear a dress. I mean, I do wear dresses sometimes, but like, I wish I could wear what I want whenever I want it, and like not everything has to be about something, and sometimes it is. Sometimes I wear it to make myself feel better, to make myself like, oh, you know, it's still me, I can still wear what I want. And then sometimes you know, but I do look at people jealously sometimes, and just like the fact that they don't realize what they have and it could be gone. And a simple thing as wearing heels and blending into a crowd, and just, I do feel like I'm removed sometimes. I feel like an outsider looking in, often.
Je ne veux pas travailler, je ne veux pas déjeuner, je veux seulement oublier, et puis je fuis.
So that was almost 5 years ago. There's both a comfort and discomfort in putting time between then and now. The comfort being that I've moved on And I'm so far from that time in my life that I don't know how I got through. And the discomfort being that there's always this hope that you're gonna heal, and kind of the more years you put between there and the changes that you see, sometimes you're not satisfied with the changes.
Je ne veux pas travailler, non, je ne veux pas déjeuner. Je veux seulement oublier, et puis je fume. C'est magnifique, être sympathique, mais je ne le connais